I haven't really stated a reason why I'm pro-choice. Well, I mean, if it's not murder, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's justifiable. Um, but I mean, I could give you reasons why I think women should have the choice. No, that was not the scenario I gave. The scenario I was talking about is like a world where we find out for certain that AB is going to be murder. Obviously, in that scenario, I would not support it because of the fact that it is murder. And obviously, I don't support murder. But, right now, I am pro choice because I do not believe that it is unjustified, and I think that women should have the choice. Well, the thing is, like to prove if it's justified or not, you're gonna have to have a discussion, either like morally or lawfully, or in some sort of way where you're not using direct laws to defend yourself. It's like depending on who you debate with and how long you've been debating and what you debate is going to make up your opinion about it. And so even though I believe for certain that AB is justified and I'm pro choice, that doesn't mean that I'm always going to be 100% correct. I mean, I could always be wrong, or my moral framework could be flawed. So, like, in the world we live in right now, we don't have a certain answer for what is right or wrong because it just hasn't been debated that far yet, and we don't have like a concrete evidence answer for it. But in this scenario, like, okay. Okay. Well, the thing is that if we're right now, it sounds like you're talking about laws, which is not really what you debate when you're debating AB. It's more so something moral in most cases. I'm not telling you. I'm just saying that I never stated that you can't do anything. You have free will. But again, I never stated Yeah, I'm not saying that you cannot do something. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. But I'm saying that in most cases, when you debate AB, it's about morality and not laws. Okay, well, if we're gonna debate laws, then I might as well just like say that, oh, I think that AB is right because it's legal in these places, or that I think it's not okay because it's not legal in these places. But that doesn't work because laws are different everywhere. Okay. Yeah, I'm not saying you're appealing to all laws. What are you talking about? Well, I've never stated that it is murder. Actually, I've stated the opposite. And your title doesn't state anywhere that you're debating actual AB. It more so says, who cares if AB is murder? It does. It does. It says who cares if AB is murder. I would change from pro-choice to pro-life. Yes, if I came to the conclusion that AB is unjustified, I would not be pro-choice anymore. I feel like that makes completely sense. That's not what I said. That's not what I said at all. That's not what I said at all. I told you that, huh? Okay, I am. I've never stated, no, no, wait, I've never stated that I am pro-choice because I'm not sure. Are you serious? Yes, you did. You said that 5 seconds ago. You said that 5 seconds ago that I am pro-choice because I don't know what's right or wrong. Yes, you did. You said that 5 seconds ago. And also, you can tell me, no, no, you can't tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about when you're clearly misunderstanding. You can tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. You're clearly misunderstanding everything I'm saying. And then you're just telling me, oh, no, 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 I don't want to hear it if you're just going to tell me that I'm wrong when it's clearly a misunderstanding. Yeah, that's just as rude. It's just as rude in the debate. Yeah, I'm not asking you to appeal to me. I'm just having a respectful debate without anybody being rude. I'm not being emotional. I'm asking you to not be rude. Yeah, it's not that I need to agree with you. I'm just asking to simply be respectful. Right, but you saying, "Oh, you don't make sense" over and over again and not letting me speak is just being rude and not being respectful. Yeah, you said both. Hello. Hey, how are you? That's okay, that's good. So who cares if AB's murder? Can you like explain a little bit why what makes you think? Why not though? Would you like not care? Would you just be like picking and choosing in what scenarios you think murder is okay or not? Yeah? Okay. What do you see it as? Well, like, what is it to you? Do you like really? Why, yeah, so like, why do you feel that way? I can feel all these way, but it doesn't really change the fact that it's a taking of a human life, right? Mm-hmm. Just self defense. And yeah, I well, we can agree that AB is taking a human life, correct? Wait, but it's a human life from conception. No, you're going to like. There's so many people that don't have legs and arms and all these things, and you're just gonna say they're not valuable? Oh, so what makes you think since it's not valuable to you means that it's not valuable in general? So you're gonna that's like a generalization. It's like sure. You think okay, I don't know if you've heard about the girl who like went surfing, got in a shark accident and ended up losing like her arms, her legs and a whole bunch of stuff. And she thankfully it was a blessing that she ended up living, right? Do you think that the shark should have just killed her since it's like, oh well, it would have been greater. My I would rather have my child turning out great. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you think of that? Like that doesn't really I feel like that's a big freak. Yes. But that's what that is that is that's a very big presupposing kind of thing because like if you were a true mother and you wanted a child then you wouldn't care about how the child looked, how the child acted. You'd love them regardless. That's just conditional love. And oh, can I you they'd rather not love them. What? I'm sorry. Anyways, as I was saying, there's really so many things. Do you think a child with like the down had less value than someone because they're different. Like you're just taking someone's life because they're not like it's not a copy and paste of what we would consider a normal thing. Like I just don't see how somebody who has an arm, less of an arm than somebody else, means they don't have value or they don't have human rights or the right to life. And what makes you think hold up, hold up. And what makes you think that this mother who's like, oh, I really don't want my child to look like that, should have the decision whether they should have the right to life or not because of their own personal problems? Because you're making the decision whether someone should live or not. And why do you think someone should have that right?
So why are they less valuable if they have the down? So you're gonna base value off abilities. Oh, okay. Elaborate a little bit. But you're not gonna devalue them, but you're what? That didn't make a lot. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! That is a crazy. You're gonna look at them. You're gonna look at them and you're gonna say, "Wow, I'm not. I'm completely control. I'm just making sure I understand what you just said." Oh, what did I say that was weird? You just said you're gonna look you're gonna look at someone that has Down syndrome and say, "Oh, you weren't supposed to look like that." Wait, no, like you're low key right though. Wait, hold on. Let me play him though. You're low key right. You're low key right because like, who cares if it's murder? Like, yeah, it's obviously still murder. Like, I'm killing a fetus, but also at the same time, like, it's my own decision, and the fetus doesn't have a conscience until it's born. So, like, who cares? Yeah, but you're still killing it. That's what it is. But like, who cares though? Who cares though?
Hello. Hello. So, if AB was actually justified as murder, would you still support it? Okay, so by that meaning, sorry, you are saying that you support murder. Oh, okay. So if your mom, which was innocent, and just got randomly killed, you would support that? That's absolutely insane. Do you hear yourself? Murdered. Yes. There's not a difference. I asked if AB was murder, would you still support it? And you said yes. Then I asked you, do you support murder? And you said yes. And you just said yes to supporting murder. Crazy. No, I do. Okay. Okay, so just because something is listed as healthcare or whatever, when it's not healthcare, wait. Okay, so AB, people like to say it's healthcare when I disagree with that. Just because something says it's healthcare does not mean it's healthcare. So if we're using your logic, back in slavery, that was just a work business. Why? Because so you just said, sorry, I got a VC warning. Hold on. Oh, okay. So you said that because it is not defined as murder in the law, so by the law saying it's not murder, and then so in Avery, right? Everybody now thinks it's bad, but back then they did not because it was okay. So just because something says it's okay right now does not mean it's going to be okay. And in some states, and just in some states, it is still legal. But our amazing president is trying to make that illegal in all states. Okay. So the definition a fetus is a human. You understand that, right? Perfect. So, okay, so a fetus they should. They will. They would go they would go to jail for breaking the law. They would go to jail for breaking the law if they get an AB for messing around or an AB in general. Yeah. Yeah. That's horrible. That's horrible. You're saying you support murder. Do you hear yourself? Okay, but you just said even if it was classified as murder, you would still support it, insinuating that you support murder. That is absolutely horrible and disgusting. Do you understand that? I'm not insulting you. I'm just saying that's horrible to say. Say what? I am being respectful. I'm just saying that you supporting murder is disgusting. Okay. I find it, you know what's even more disgusting? You supporting murder. That is absolutely horrible. Yes, I do. I, I do. The First Amendment is freedom of speech or freedom in general. So freedom of speech, religion, and all of that. So we are not actually talking about the Constitution. We are talking about how you support murder because that is absolutely horrible and disgusting. No, what? We're not talking about the Constitution. No, but that's not the topic. So if you want to talk about this, okay. So first of all, I just okay. Wait. Can I talk for a minute? Can I talk? Can I talk for a minute? Okay, so I was just saying how I found it disgusting that you just said that you support murder. That's absolutely horrible and disgusting to say. I hope you understand that. And now we were not talking about the Constitution. We were talking about how you support murder and how AB is murder. Maybe it's not classified as murder, but other people have different opinions, and especially because AB matches the description of murder. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 95%. Oh, damn. Okay, wait. Okay. So, it's always hold on. Yes. I said that you were disgusting for supporting murder, which you are disgusting. You are disgusting. You said that you
made by criminal violence.
It's an intro. Okay, you want me to change it? Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Okay, but do you know how they do it though? Do you know how to do it? Do you know how they do it? Like, do the abortion? Okay. So I'm gonna kind of tell you how they do it. So, okay. But yeah, I kind of think it's like murder and kind of not like murder at the same time. Like you're basically kind of like killing an infant still, because like basically you're like just killing it and stuff. Like they're not even alive yet. And like yeah, some people get forced to do abortion too, and like because of it, because like sometimes people get too pregnant early, and then like basically like they have to do that because their parents might force them, or like the person that did it to them, they might have to like they force them to do it and stuff. But also at the same time, I kind of agree it's not really murder at the same time, but also you're not gonna go to jail for it too. So, but I still think it's bad because like they should like the infant should at least deserve a life, you know? Yeah. Okay. Mhm. Kind of. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you should do anything to your body and stuff. Yeah. That is true, though. You is right, though. Hmm. Okay. You too.
Yeah, so just going off your claim here, who cares if AB is murder? Yeah, we can just state that you're just pre-assuming that AB is murder, right? So I can just state that if you're fine with murder, if I were to go pew pew, everybody in your family would be perfectly fine with it, no?
Answer?
Yeah, I'm allowing you to answer right now.
Okay, so there's different.
Yeah. Yeah, how? How? Yeah, but you're claiming that AB, even if AB is murder, then it's fine to do it. You know what? Yeah. Manslaughter. What? If I charge into a house with a pew pew and I start shooting people, I get charged with manslaughter? Yo! Yeah, that's manslaughter and first degree murder are entirely different. Yes, they are. Define manslaughter for me. Do it again. Yeah, so yeah, let me just fix up your vocab, or not even your vocabulary. Let me just fix up your understanding of manslaughter, right? Manslaughter will be the unintentional killing of another human being, right? As murder would be the intentional, unjustifiable killing of a human being. Yeah, it is. Heard of what? Yeah, so the differences in degrees is if it's planned, if it's straight up, if it's blunt force, okay? Those are the difference in degrees, right? Yeah, it is. Huh? Um, do you want to like an exact definition of it? Yeah, so second degree, I would state it as like I don't know how to put it. So it'd be like intentional with what's it called? I can't think. Uh, it would be like, let me think. So it'd be like an unlawful killing with the extreme recklessness, right? Like with the yeah, would it be like it would like be an unlawful killing, like so it'd be like unjustified, and it would be like really reckless, right? But it doesn't have any like so it also doesn't have like premeditation, right? Yeah, so whenever we go into first degree, we can claim that it has premeditation and it's also gruesome. I in no degree would I consider it manslaughter. What do you mean? Yeah, so I'm not going into degrees with you, right? I'm just gonna state that it is murder by your claim, right? So you're stating in your claim that you believe that it's murder, or more of that you believe that you don't care if it's murder. So yeah, I'm just questioning. Whoa, I'm.
All right, hello there. All right, so I'm going to be going off like the basic morality here of the all right, so I'm just gonna be going off on like the basis of like rational human nature here. So basically that's just gonna be like human beings are rational by nature, not by like any deployable capacity. Because I personally believe that rather that humans belong to a kind or nature whose characteristic capacity is rational thought. So that's just gonna be my claim. And since a fetus is a human, I'm just gonna be basically conceding to the fact that if it's a human and that it has rational human nature, I'm just going to be valuing it. Yeah, pretty much. Because it's a human and it has a rational human nature, and that's why I'm just going to be valuing it. Yes, it does. So again, like rational human nature. So like rational human nature is going to be like rational human nature is going to be like the claim is simply that not every human being is currently reasoning, however, whose characteristic nature and ability and capacity is rational thought. So I'm not talking about something that's instantly deployable by a human. I'm talking about something that's characteristic is being human. So therefore, that's just going to be my argument. So something that has rational human nature is just going to be valued. I do not, right? But this, yeah. Right. So like rational human nature is just going to be like based off of something of like their species also. So therefore that's just if something is a human species, they're just going to have rational human nature. So that's just going to be my they have rational human nature. Yes. If you're a human, you should live. Off of a basis, of course. I'm going off of a basis of like something that's like innocent and has not done anything. So like the unborn, for example. So like the innocent the innocence of a fetus. Sorry, the innocence of a fetus. It has nothing to do with the world. It's completely of the purest of innocence you can get. What do you mean? Don't have an estimate for? Right, but again, like the whole meaning. No, not. Hold on. Do you are I'm gonna let me explain this a little bit carefully again. Let me go into a little bit of a further detail so you understand a little bit more. Human value comes from what we are, not what we can currently do. Personally, me, it does not matter what you grow up as. It doesn't because you could grow up into a killer or anything else. I might not disagree with you, but you're a human, right? So at least we have a basis that you're human. Now, if you go out and kill someone, I'm not saying that's right. No, that's entirely wrong. However, human value comes from what we are, not what we can do. So, therefore, yeah, it is. Because think, an embryo, a fetus, a newborn, a sleeping person, or someone in a temporary coma may not be, no, I'm continuing. I'm continuing, sorry. Someone in a temporary coma may not be exercising rationality. Still, we value someone in a coma or someone who is or a newborn. No, there really isn't, beside the fact that they're less developed. I'm trying to speak. You're the one interrupting me. Honey, you're the one interrupting me, but okay.
Yeah, hello. So I'm I'm trying to get your argument why you think. What is your argument why AB is not murder? That didn't. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it isn't. I don't understand here. So you're saying that if we make, you're saying that it's not murder because it can be, it's so unlawfully, right? But it's gonna be appealing to legality, right? And not only that, it's not gonna uphold because, like you said, there's other states which makes it illegal. All right, I live in Texas, so it's gonna be illegal. So it's not really uphold the definition of murder for this debate, just for this debate, is gonna be the unjustified killing of a human being. So why not? No, because the original. No. It's because the real definition is not gonna uphold. It's not gonna uphold because I live in Texas, so it's actually murder. Like what? What? Yeah, so you go to prison if they get an EB because it's illegal. They have to go to a trial. Yeah. Okay, then what happens? Yeah, but it's illegal. They go to jail. What? I never said that. I said it's illegal to have an abortion. No, I didn't say. I said it's illegal to have an abortion in Texas, so you go to jail for it. You go on a trial. I'm not getting what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, because it's a different crime. It's homicide. Okay, can you show me the definition of homicide? Yeah, appealing to legality is a fallacy. Yes, it is. If you appeal to legality, that means if a law came out right now saying that women can't have AB, would you agree with it? Or like saying that, yes. Yeah, that's homicide. What? That's homicide. What are you talking about? Because for someone to get an abortion, they have to get a doctor to do it, right? And if they're doing it illegally, they have to get someone else to do it, which is the causation of death. What are you talking about? It is homicide. It is homicide. That's what are you talking about? The person who's getting the abortion caused it. Yes. Yes, I view if he is as a person. Yes. And the definition of person is an individual human being. The definition of don't think a fetus is what? Wait. Yeah, the definition of a person is a state or condition of being a person, and being a person is being an individual, which is either a man, woman, or a child. It depends. What? It can either be a man or no, it can either be a man, woman. No, it can only be a child. Like, yeah, it can only be a child. It's not a man or woman. A man or a woman. A man is an adult male. A woman is an adult female. What? It is a child. Yes, it's not a child. Yeah, the definition of child is a human being. The definition of child is a human being between birth and puberty. Okay, then tell me the definition then. I'm answering the questions you're asking. I'm giving you definitions and I'll substantiate my argument. What? Yeah, it depends on the age and the development stage. Like it depends. Like it entirely depends on the age and development stage. So what are you getting at? Yeah, if they're still in the womb, and I'll call a fetus. If they're still in the womb, I'll call a fetus a child. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. You're appealing to majority. Just because majority says no, it doesn't make sense. No, no, I'm talking. Just because majority of people say that that's not what they would call it doesn't mean it's logically correct. There's gonna be a. Why are you cutting me off? That's gonna be the appeal to majority fallacy. It doesn't make sense. Just because a lot of people agree with that doesn't mean it's right. What does that make sense? I don't live in a fantasy world. Like, don't. You're appealing to majority. Just because majority of people say it doesn't mean it's good. What? Oh my god. You actually don't know what you're talking about. You said a lot of people were not. No, no, I'm talking. You said no.
Yeah, you didn't. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, well, let's debate. So, like, why are you pro-choice? Why are you pro-choice? Okay, wait. I'll address the other points in a second. But like, let's say hypothetically, like it was like okay in the law, would you say then you would be pro-life? Then it's not going to be dependent on the law, okay? So you said because it's dependent on the law, you're pro-choice. Oh, okay, that's my bad. But you said bodily autonomy is going to be one of the justifications, correct? Okay, sure. So, do you agree that like bodily autonomy is going to be granted to all humans? Okay, yeah, why not? Wait, that doesn't. You're begging the question, right? I asked like, what's going to be the condition that's going to grant bodily autonomy, and you just said like, well, people should have it, right? Oh, sorry. I'll ask it. I'll ask it. Yeah. It's like, what's going to be the condition that's going to grant bodily autonomy then? Yeah. Would you say just being human, like, would you grant you the right to like your own body? Wait, so we shouldn't have like any restrictions on our bodies? Okay, yeah. Wait, do you think like I can just use my body and I can inflict harm onto another person? Wait, can I use my own body, like my body autonomy, and like inflict harm on another individual? Hang on, isn't yeah, wouldn't that just be like the right to your own body? Wouldn't it just like be the right to your own body? Wait, Midnight, can you be respectful, please? I'm not. Hey, you made a blunder. You made a blunder. You made a logic error. Okay, perfect. So what the definition was it's a fundamental human right, right, where you have the right to your own body, um, right? And I don't remember the whole thing, but you agree it's a fundamental. Hold up, yeah, but what that definition would imply, right? It's just like granted to humans as a right. Sure, sure. Hold up. But I asked you like what's gonna be the condition, and the condition is clearly just being human. Yeah, I'll just search up the definition, probably tell me no problem. Yeah, no problem. It's going to be the fundamental right of an individual, right, to make their own decisions about their body, health, and personal life without coercion or unwanted interference from others. Yeah, including the government, medical professionals, and other individuals. So it's a core. Hold up, I'm not done reading. Um, it's a core principle in human rights, medical ethics, and personal freedom, emphasizing self determination over one's physical health. Okay. Yeah, I think all humans should have the bodily autonomy. Sure. No. Wait, hold up. I would argue that because the unborn is human, right? They would also have bodily autonomy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wait, wait, because they can't make decisions, they don't get the same like level of bodily autonomy. Wait, do you agree with the principle that you shouldn't um attack or like harm another person's like body autonomy? Okay, wait. Sure, wait, under this like logic, since they don't have the same rights as like any other individual, right? I feel like that can lead to a lot of absurdities, right? Like for example, a mother under this logic could just like kill her unborn child a day before it comes out the womb, right? Because it does not have like the same equal rights as like the mother. Wait, why would it? No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. I didn't say why. I said no, it wouldn't, right? Like for example, in couple and like different countries, right? Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's correct. Oh yeah, so I think I understand what you're saying. So you're essentially just saying because you can take it out of the woman, right? Therefore, like it would be like impermissible to kill it because there's another option, correct? Another life? What do you mean by that? No, I would reject that, right? Obviously, the mother can let her like unborn child continue developing and like possibly live a great life. But so that's like a false dichotomy by saying, oh, it's either it dies or like wait, wait, why is the mother like the arbiter of whether or not this human's like deserving of life? Uh, Perfect, right? So like under this logic, wait, hold up. Let me just address this principle, right? Since the mother can like determine whether or not her unborn child has value, right? Would you say that has like any restrictions, or could the mother just kill it whenever she feel it burdens her? Because I would disagree. I would argue that the mother shouldn't have like a choice on like determining whether or not this human has value, right? I would say like its value is not going to be judged on her opinion, right? What? Why are you being rude all of a sudden? What'd I do? I feel like you would agree, though, right? Why should the mother be able to determine whether or not the semen has value? Wait, so are you essentially saying because it's her choice, right, that would just automatically make it permissible? Okay, wait, under this logic, hold up, this can lead to absurdities. Yeah, yes, it could. Like, hold up. For example, right? Let's say we have like a mother and her child, right? Um, and if she is like the judge, right, on whether or not this human has value. Hang on, hang on. Wait. Why wouldn't it apply then? What's a symmetry breaker? That's not a symmetry breaker. That's like an appeal to bandwagon policy, right? That's just saying like because people feel this way, therefore it's morally correct. Midnight. That's an irrelevant question. When you're like a judge determining whether or not like a murder happened, and you ask how old is the child, I think that's totally irrelevant, right? I don't think you should be able to kill a human like just to satisfy a burden, right? Why would the age be relevant? Why would the age be relevant? No, that's not what I was gonna do. Yeah, that's just like a bias. Nobody, that's not a justification. Okay, yeah, no problem. Hang on, wait, that doesn't even. You're just saying you have a bias, right? That's like totally. Wait, you don't care that you have a bias? Wait, hang on. Let's just say like your bias in like a murder trial is that you think killing humans is totally permissible, right? I would argue that your bias is not going to be relevant if we're discussing like the reasoning behind it, right? Yeah, just call me protege. Yeah. Wait, it's called an analogy. Wait, are you like, do you not like analogies? What's your contention? Wait, midnight, how is that irrelevant? How is that irrelevant? Wait, because we're examining your view, right? If you ask me for my argument, I'll give you my argument. But during this discussion, we just examined your view, right? Hey, why are you being so aggressive? Can you just calm down, please? I'm over talking you. That's not even like proper dialect. You're just mumbling words. Yeah, I got.
Hello? Yeah, so if right, would you agree that like murder is gonna be like a bad thing? Murder. The unjustified and intentional killing of a human being. Do you think that would be a bad thing? Do you think that the unjustified and intentional killing of a human being isn't gonna be bad in every circumstance? That doesn't make much sense. Okay, give me a circumstance where a murder is gonna be justified. Kind of like contradictory, right? Since like in the definition it says unjustified. Yeah, so that's not gonna be murder, right? No, because murder is gonna be the unjustified and intentional killing of a human being. Wait, it's not unlawful. What? And anyways, the law doesn't even matter here. I'm asking you if would self-defense. I'm not mentioning law, right? In my definition, I'm not mentioning law, right? What? What? Yeah, how would self-defense be murder in any definition, your definition or mine? Because your definition would be like unlawful, right? Self-defense isn't going to be unlawful, and my definition is going to be unjustified, right? Self-defense isn't going to be unjustified. No, self-defense isn't, bro. It's not unjustified. What? Okay, so yeah, no. So self-defense is not going to be unjustified according to like what? Like do you think that like self-defense is going to be unjustified? What? Hello? Jeez, dude. Are you back? Oh, what's it agreeing with? That it's unlawful? What? Yeah, no, it's not, bro. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that would just be like appealing to like an objective definition of murder, right? And like definitions aren't going to be objective, right? Yo, so I looked up like the same exact thing as you, right? And it gave me like an opposite answer. So I'm not, I don't like. It said no, valid self-defense is not murder. Yes. What? Why would I put invalid? What? What? I don't know. Okay, so you think self-defense is murder? I think that's just gonna be like an absurd, like just blunder for you. But sure, let's just get into why like AB. Let's get into why AB is gonna be murder, right? So I'll give you my argument because I really don't want to hear your bodily autonomy argument because it's pretty terrible. I'm just gonna say that. Okay.
Hello. The only reason why I disagree is because the title does not make sense. To say who cares if AB is murder is kind of a bad argument, to be fair. It's a claim. I mean, yeah, but like, you really think that's a good claim? Who cares if it's murder? You think to say who cares if it's murder? That's not even a claim, that's a question. But, who cares if AB is murder? I say that's just not good to like really ask because of the fact that, murder is defined by, like obvious answer, killing something, right? That's living. Do you really think, okay, what is murder then? Okay. Okay, and what I see from my search also is, like you kind of said, similar. Murder is the unlawful, premeditated killing of one human being by another. That's the blatant definition, and then the other definitions are literally just restating it. Okay, let me see the other definitions actually real quick. Give me a second. A very difficult task or unpleasant task of experience. Yeah, this doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, like I said, the unlawful premeditated killing of one human being by another. Human being is a very important word we got to centralize on, right? So right now, pro-abortion believes that the thing that you're aborting isn't actually alive. So it's not actually a human yet. So that's what people are saying, that pro-abortion is okay because you're not killing a living human. When you say who cares if AB is murder, it kind of goes against that. Because now you're saying who cares if you kill an actual baby that's alive with a heartbeat and are actually conscious. Because you're the host. And this is the title that you made. I'm pro-abortion. I just don't think your title is correct. That's why I put disagree, because it doesn't make sense. And I want to understand why you put that title. I mean, a lot of people care. Even pro-abortion people care. They definitely do. That's what they've been arguing for a while. They care about the wrong thing. They care about caring about killing another human being is wrong. Murder is the unlawful premeditated killing of a human. Like I just defined. It literally says the unlawful premeditated killing of one human being by another. Bro, murder is the act of killing someone. I mean, we're talking about murder. You can define it, yeah, why? So states where abortion is not legalized, people are getting abortions. That's what you're saying? No, I'm just asking, like, is that what you said? It's like repeat then if I misinterpreted. Okay. Like I said, illegal. Yeah. Do you know how they're getting those abortions? That is relevant. People get illegal abortions, and that is illegal. Doctors that get caught doing illegal abortions. Yeah, can you let me finish? Like I said, doctors that do illegal abortions can get fined and can go to prison. That's literally illegal. You're putting it as if it's not legal. You're putting it as if it's actually legalized in a sense, but it's really not. The reason why they're not going to prison is because they're not getting caught, and because no one actually knows. Most people don't get caught doing that, and people get under the radar. The people that actually get in trouble are actually the doctors that do it, because they're doing something illegal in their actual like federal workers. So that's why they're getting in trouble and not people getting the abortions, because they're the ones also doing the acts of aborting the child. Like I said, abortion, I never said that. Like, I'm a pro-choice. Like, yo. I mean, I would say it literally, that's why I said it's not murder. Like, that's literally what my argument is. I'm literally asking you, why is your title, who cares if AB is murder? Because that is a genuine conversation that people have. The whole thing, abortion right now, abortion doesn't kill right now. Like I said, abortion does not murder right now. Just stop. I didn't waste your time. You were confused, so I was explaining. I mean, I told you, why is your title? Who cares if AB is murder? Because that's a genuine conversation. That's a genuine conversation. And right now, abortion doesn't murder right now.
Yola, for the sake of the debate, sure, bro. So yeah, I'm just gonna like disregard that like top claim because I really don't think you actually believe that. Because if AB were actually a murder, you would probably care. But yeah, you want me to give you my argument for why AB is gonna be like morally impermissible? Do you want me to give you my argument for why AB is gonna be morally impermissible? No, this is gonna be like why it's gonna be morally permissible in general. Are you ready? All right, yeah. So, my thesis. Do you want my thesis or my premises? You probably aren't gonna understand my premises because I don't know if you can track. What? What are you talking about yesterday? What? What? What are you talking about, bro? Do what yesterday? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll give you my thesis because I don't know if you can track, but yeah. Okay, yeah. Abortion is morally impermissible because it intentionally terminates an innocent human being who possesses intrinsic value grounded in its rational, substantial nature, which is ordered towards eudaimonia. What do you mean, okay, and? Do you not have any contentions? No, I have like an actual argument other than you. Well, that's usually how like debates work, right? Well, you just heard my thesis, so that's basically my argument summed up. I just gave you the summary. Okay. Abortion is morally impermissible because it intentionally terminates an innocent human being who possesses an intrinsic value grounded in its rational, substantial nature, which is ordered towards eudaimonia. No, 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 it's not. No, that was pretty funny. That was a good joke. Wait, what? Wait, they willed it. Wait, what? Wait. Okay, yeah. So I'm guessing since like you're treating like the future, present, and past as one, right? Since like innocence gonna encompass like past, present, and future actions, right? I'm guessing you have like an argument for like B theory. I'm guessing you have like an argument for B theory of time. No, I'm guessing you have an argument for B theory as time because you're treating like all times as one right now, as equal. No, okay, innocence just gonna be like has done like no significant wrongs. Yeah. Well, yeah, but you said yeah, but you included will do no wrong. You included will. Wait, hold on, no, 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 because in your definition, right, you said will do no wrong. So I'm guessing you have like some argument for B theory of time. Okay. Yeah, what are you gonna take? What are you gonna take innocence to be? Yeah. So yeah, after you're like, yeah, so you already made the claim that like will do has done no harm, right? So I'm gonna need you to like just go ahead and motivate B theory of time, right? Okay, so yeah, how is like innocence gonna encompass the future? Tell me. You have done no wrong. What? Okay. No, that's not. Well, yeah, if you're just gonna make that definition, then you're gonna have to give me a motivation for B theory, bro. Wait, do you think like this definition of innocence is gonna be like this subjective truth app thing? Yeah, I asked you if it would be objective, mind independent. And since you like appeal to law and like all of your definitions and stuff, I'm guessing like in this definition, right, you would like be like encompassing the law too, or am I mistaken? Hello? Wait, hold on. Wait. In this definition, are you like referencing the law too? Like when you say innocence? Okay, well, all your definitions you appeal to legality, so I was just making an educated guess. But sure, yeah, go ahead and motivate your definition, like for like B theory. Go ahead and motivate B theory. I'm waiting. It's just gonna be like the past, present, and future, or it's gonna be equal. That what? No. So look, your definition of innocence appeals to B theory of time, saying that somebody is going to be innocent if they have done, are doing, and will do no harm, right? So you must have like some type of motivation for B theory. No, like you must have an argument for B theory of time. It's not an argument for B theory of time, but sure. Yeah, I would say like a newborn would be innocent, right? Because they have done no harm or have done no wrong. What? Harm. Uh, like I don't know. There's like different theories of harm, but like I guess like doing an action that will like leave somebody in a worse state than they were. I don't know. Yo, yeah. So babies aren't gonna be like doing this action, right? Yo, can you track, bro? Like babies aren't gonna be like doing intentionally doing this action, bro. Wait. Okay, yeah. So yeah, intent. So yeah. Okay, yeah. So intention's gonna matter in innocence, right? So wait, are you saying intention doesn't or isn't gonna matter, or isn't gonna matter? Okay, so yeah. So like erosion, right? This rock falls and it like hits a human being. Are you saying this rock isn't going to be innocent? Wait, but it did. But you said the intention doesn't matter, and like erosion is going to cause this like rock to fall. Okay, okay. Do you have any? Would it be innocent or would it not be innocent? Wait, that's just going to presuppose. Wait, that's not even like a point, bro. That's presupposing she. Okay, sure. So Yeah, like your like appeal to like mothers not going through any worse pain is just gonna. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna disregard you said that because it was pretty incoherent. But sure, okay, I'll change like the rock in my analogy. I'll change it from a rock to say. Well, I can't change my I can't give you like a new analogy to conform to your framework. What? No, okay. Look, so listen, listen. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I let you talk. Well, you kind of forced me to let you talk, right? So I get to talk now, right? Yo, I get to talk now, right? Yo, yo. Okay. So I have a question. Wait, please. Holy, bro, holy. All right, so yeah, so this I'm gonna give you a new analogy. So this person walking down a cliff, they've never done any wrong. Like in this different world, since you think that nobody can be innocent, right? They haven't done any wrong. They are innocent, right? They trip and fall off of this like cliff, perhaps. They trip and fall off of this cliff, and they like land on a person, and they like break their arm or something. Would this person like no longer be innocent? What? No, no, they broke somebody else's arm when they fell off the cliff. They landed on somebody, but it was a complete accident and they tripped. Yeah. So I'm trying to see if intent didn't matter here. Because look, if you say, listen, if you say that they are going to remain innocent, then you would think intent matters. If you say that they aren't going to be innocent, no, did you not hear my analogy? You're obviously not tracking, right? I said this person has never done any wrong. They are innocent in this other world, where because obviously innocent people can't exist in your view, right? In this other world, this person is in this other world, this person is innocent and has done no wrong, but they tripped accidentally and they landed on somebody and broke their arm. Are they no longer innocent? That doesn't matter, bro. They tripped. Okay, there was like a big noticeable rock, and they just somehow didn't notice it, and they're oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Yo, are you tracking, bro? Look, listen. I'll give you the parameters of the analogy, bro. Can you engage in my Okay, since you can't engage in the hypothetical, I'll just say like some super massive. Wait, hold on. Yeah, since some super massive wind gusts came and knocked this person off, and they fell on this person. Are they innocent or not innocent? Okay, yeah. So why are they not going to be innocent? Okay, engage in the hypothetical, bro. In this hypothetical world, right? In this hypothetical world, right? And look, in this hypothetical world, right? This person has done no wrong, right? They are innocent, and a wind gust knocks them off, and they fall on somebody. Are they innocent? Please engage in the hypothetical, bro. No? Okay, why? What are you talking about, bro?
Hello, how are you doing today? So, would you want me to address the topic, or would you want to debate on the morality of abortion? So, you do want to debate because teach like a line of
You said you don't want to debate morality, and we're talking about murder, so you want to debate legality? So if we're going to debate legality, we're going to have to get into ethics, and ethics is in murder. So if we're going to have to say that something is unjustified, right, we're going to need a basis of justification. And where else are we going to get the basis of justification without going to ethics? That's not a yes or no question. I'm asking where do I get the basis for justification? What story? No. That's not what morality is. All right, let me steel man your position. That's not what. Okay, I'll steel man your position. So it's okay. I'll steel man your position. So you're saying that the basis for justification is going to come from the woman's intent and story. So the intent and story of the woman getting this AB is going to be whether or not it's justified. Correct? I'm saying so. If I'm going to appeal to your whoa, what? So wait, are we debating AB or are we debating murder? I'm sorry. I'm not debating subjective morals. I'm debating objective morals. So what we're doing here, right, is we're trying to find if murder and AB are the same thing. You're saying they're not, right? And I'm trying to prove to you that it is, okay? So I think murder and AB are the same. You think that AB and murder are different. They are not same, okay? I'm going to prove to you that murder, right, and AB are the same thing. No, I'm trying to find out how do we justify, because in order for it to be a killing, because we can know that it's a termination of a life because there is life at conception. This is basic embryology. Well, because I'm trying to figure out the basis of justification. We need a basis of justification to say if something is right or wrong. Yes, so we're not appealing to a subjective opinion. We're going to appeal to something that's factual. So if I'm going to say that, okay, listen, yes, under what paradigm? Under what paradigm is it not under what paradigm is it not classified as murder? By law? So if I point at it where in law it's going to be illegal, right? We're going to say that it's murder then, right? I was already going to go to Texas because she brought up Texas earlier. So you already brought up Texas earlier on where you said that a baby was illegal because it is permanently banned, right? Because it is viewed as murder. But I thought we were getting the justification from law. Yes, I want to know. I need to learn. I need to learn. I'm sorry, Master. Can you cite a source? Wait, so just to clarify, when they passed the law and they passed a bill that says that we cannot no longer have ABs, there's no more AB clinics because they're viewing it as murder. You're disregarding that and you're saying because after the ban, people are still getting these. Okay, so when they do the ABs, they're doing what is called something illegal. It's an illegal action. It's against the law, right? So we cannot view this as within the law. And you're saying because they're not prosecuted afterwards, which I don't even know what site where you're citing your sources. Because I mean, I would imagine if I do an AB, you said what? How am I off topic? No, I'm asking for you to cite a source. I'm not going in those sources. The burden of proof is not on me. The burden of proof is on you. The burden of proof is on you. I need to see how it's not murder because you're the host. I'm objecting to your claims. The burden of proof. Okay, listen. I'm gonna say this very slowly. The burden of proof is not on me. It is on you.
Yo. All right, what's your argument? Okay. So you said it's not a person or a human being. Can you define a person? But you're cutting off. You cut off. You, I mean, no, I didn't. You cut off. But sure. Um, can you define a human being for me? What? Uh, I heard like the first 3 seconds of it. You said like, yeah, a human being. Wait, what do you mean actual definition? Are there only, okay, are there only like one definition for a human being? No, yeah. I understand you don't really care what I think it is, but like, I understand you don't really care what I think, right? I'm obviously low IQ, but like, um, when you say actual definition, like this is invoking some type of like objective definition. I mean, okay, so go ahead and give me the definition. Okay. This is describing like a 3-year-old. Is a 2-year-old not a human being? No, no. Yeah. What do you mean by abstract thought? Well, that's not really like. I mean, sure. Not really. Okay. Probably not right there. No. 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 It's just not developed enough. No. Probably to an extent. Advanced culture? What do you mean by advanced culture? Yep. Advanced. Oh, so wait, so it's just a culture advanced? Um, uh, Probably to an extent. They don't have like a super advanced one, but probably not. Okay. Where are you getting this definition from? Google and Wikipedia. So we could just say this is some type of like the dictionary. Which one? All right, I got you. Yep. We could say this is like some type of like appeal to authority. Human being is literally just a person on Cambridge Dictionary. I don't know where you got the other one from. Well, no. Well, no, this is saying literally just a person. The definition is literally just a person. There's no other definition. Just a person. But it's giving examples. It's not really giving anything else. It's not. Okay, this is some like random world where I guess I'm not seeing these examples then. I don't know. But can I just say the same thing for you? It's not telling you that because you just said it's not giving me examples. Oh, okay. No, it's giving examples. Um, um, he's a despicable human being. Every human being has the right to freedom from oppression. This is actually helping my argument too. Okay, sure. Yeah, this is the Cambridge Dictionary. But yeah, of human being. So, um, so, um, we can just grant that it is a human being because it is a human and it is being of existence, right? So it would, okay, what do you take a person to be? But no, what do you take a person to be? That's circular. That's circular. Okay. So wait. Okay, so a human. Okay, so a human being is a person, and a person is an individual human being. No, that's just going in circles. But so It would be. So you disagreed your definitions are circular? Well, I'm not ignoring that, but you're wrong because you're just going in circles. So okay, let me clarify. A human being is a person, and a person is a human being. No, it's I promise. It's actually it just has a person. I can like copy and paste this in chat. Person. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Because it's not the start of the sentence. What? It's a human being at the top.
Yo, host, why do you keep dodging, bro? But yeah, um, can we engage back in my hypothetical or no? Okay. You committed so many ad homs, bro. Okay. Yeah. So, do you actually want to like respond to my argument this time or no? Okay, bro. They get everywhere. Well, I don't remember giving you 5 hypotheticals, and the plausibility. What are you talking about? And first of all, I didn't get wait. Okay, yeah, you can dodge again. It's okay. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. So I didn't get 5 hypotheticals, right? I gave like one, and you didn't engage in this hypothetical. So yeah, yeah. So I gave you the hypothetical with the person falling off the cliff, right? I gave you the hypothetical with the person falling off the cliff, right? And you gave no clear answer to that because you know that your position is absurd. What's funny is that you mute me every single time I interrupt you, but you interrupt me after every word, right? Fallacy. Yeah. Can you define a fallacy? Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, that's not going to be considered a fallacy, right? Yeah, so yeah, a fallacy is going to be defined as like a logical error in an argument. It's not going to be a false statement. Because they made sense, but you just can't track an argument. You have an you for some reason you have an inability to track an argument. Go ahead, bro. What? What? When did I ever make that claim? What? Where did this question come from? Yeah, so you obviously
I'm seeing from just 5 years old. I don't know how, bro. I'm 5. I'm 5. I'm 5. Yeah. All right. Okay. Okay. No. No. Where? Don't do that. Don't do that because you're gonna get wet. Okay, do not do that. Okay, I'm gonna pass the phone. I'm gonna pass the phone, okay?
Give the phone.
No. No. Wait. You're recording? You're recording? Coloring. Where? Behind my sister's house? Bro, my sister's my freaking friend. No. No, don't do that. Hi. Good. I'm gonna show you. Wait.